So I've done it, right? I have done the impossible. I have ranked my top 20 fights of Into the Badlands, and woo! Man, was it hard. So here's the first thing that you need to know. Like, you have to watch this whole video. If you are an Into the Badlands fan, respect the rankage. I rank my top 20 fights from Into the Badlands all the way from season 1, episode 1, all the way through to season 3, episode 16, plus 2 honorable mentions. And let me tell you, if you watch the show, you know how good the fight choreography is here. You know how hard of a task it is. I'm sweating just talking about it. So you make sure you watch this whole video and you let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of my ranking. I can't wait for the feedback. Let's start with 20 and work our way to 1. Let's do it. Number 20 is Sonny at Razor Ridge. And what I loved about this scene was actually how he used the apparatus that had him chained as a weapon. Watch how he breaks free. He's gonna hit him with the 2 kicks, and then he's actually gonna use the chains as weapons. That's what makes this scene so awesome. Number 19, Knicks versus MK. What I liked about this scene was I've always wanted to see the 2 of them go at it, so to see this actually happen was really nice for me. I think they execute this so well, the 2 of them, they're able to pull off that fight choreo well, and I like this because it shows MK's improvement as a fighter. MK versus Moon, number 18. So this is an interesting scene, and they do a good job of this because they do show MK as being skilled, but at the same time, he's no match for Moon. As a matter of fact, when I saw this, I was like, boy, you better respect your elders. You're not ready for Moon yet, son. And he's not. But Moon shows that well in this scene while also giving him his props. Number 17, Tilde versus Moon. I love this scene because it just shows the difference between speed versus power. Here you see that Moon is a much better fighter, but it's cool to see how Tilde has to deal with his speed, and she's not able to do so well. He is just better than her, but I love the fight execution in the scene between these 2. Number 16, man, you gotta love this. Sonny versus the Black Lotus in the ladder match. This is so great because the fight choreography for this whole scene was excellent, but how they use this ladder here is tremendous. And if you guys are martial arts movie fans, you know that there's an iconic movie that has an iconic ladder scene in it that's amazing. So this is so nice. Number 15, Sonny versus Pilgrim. What I loved about this scene was, number 1, the close-up fight choreo. When these 2 come together, they keep the camera tight, and it's nice because you still see the difference in the style. Sonny being very fast, Pilgrim being more powerful, and you still see those 2 nuances in this fight choreo. That's what I love about this scene so much. Number 14, Sonny versus the sniper, or some of you guys might call it Sonny versus the archer. I love the pace of this. Look at that. Look at the speed. Watch this. Watch the boy. Look at, go boys. Go boys. Gonna hit him with a little Arya move right there. The pace of this in the tight choreo is amazing. This was super well executed. Number 13, the Widow versus Sonny in the market. Here's what you guys got to remember. Remember that the first time that these 2 met was, I think, was in the dungeon at the fort when Sonny basically cleaned the floor with her. She was no match for him. She's a different fighter here. She's a better fighter here than Sonny, in my opinion. And watch it. You can see how poised she is, how controlled she is after spending that time with the master. I love how they execute this and how they show that in her disposition and his disposition as well. And she just continues the track. Just emotionless, just flowing with it. She spins. This is an amazing fight scene. Number 12, the Widow versus Moon. Man, this thing moved like up and down my list like crazy. This scene is so dynamic because acrobatically it is tremendous. Watch this. Tip. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. I love how they show the acrobatic fight choreography in this. That's what makes this scene so amazing. 11, Sonny versus Quinn. So here's the deal, man. People think that Quinn, I think that people think that Quinn is not as voracious a fighter as Sonny. Quinn is a match for Sonny when we know what happens, but look at the execution here. Watch how he works the sides. Quinn can fight, and I like how this scene displays that. Number 10. So number 10, man, Sonny versus the Nomads. Listen, guys, this is the very first scene from episode 1 of season 1, the very first fight scene, and look how they bring out the big guns with the fight choreo. So well executed. This lets you know that this show's gonna be sick when it comes to the fight choreography. Number 9, Nixon and Castor at the checkpoint. So listen, here's the deal, you guys. This is the best fight tandem scene that I've ever seen in the show, in my opinion. These two fight so well together. It's so well coordinated. They shoot this as the two of them fighting as one. Obviously, they're fighting as a duel, but it's done so well that they essentially they are fighting as one, and they execute so well. Number 8. The Widow versus the Master. Here's what I love about this scene. I love the fact that they kept the perspective right here and how they kept the Master. I was glad that the Widow didn't start beating up on her at first, because she's the Master. She shouldn't be beat up on. The Widow should take a beating, and I like how this scene executes that. We see that happen, but at the same time, it doesn't compromise the Widow's skill. She's still very skilled. She's just no match for the Master in this scene. Number 7, Sonny versus Moon. You gotta love this scene because until these two met, they both thought they were the baddest things in the Badlands. And I love the way they execute this scene as well, how they have them fighting on elevated surfaces as well as on the ground. But I also love how they display the power and agility of Moon in this scene. You're going to watch and see some strikes here, and where Sonny tries to hit him with this one strike and he leans back on his sword and he actually flips off of the back of it. This is a tremendous execution. Number 6, Blind Cannibal Assassins. You gotta love Blind Cannibal Assassins just for the world building here. The fact that these folks have lived underground, none of them can see, but they have developed a way to defend themselves, and it's so well coordinated. So I love the fight choreography here. This was easily one of my scenes that moved up and down my list. Number 5, Quinn versus the Widow. Here's what's special about this scene. Number 1, the intensity between the two actors. You can see the hatred between the two of them, but also the speed at which she operates and the power of Quinn is all shown so well here. And just the intensity of this fight. Watch, boom! And then you see how, man. Number 4, Sonny versus the Abbotts. I wish I could have shown this whole scene. What I love about the scene is the martial arts execution, and this really does remind me of what I call kind of that classic martial arts or kung fu execution here, and that's what I really love about this scene. It is dynamic. Watch them spin, punch, boom. Oh man, this is amazing. Like, I remember when I saw this, I was like, man, this show is so sick. Like, the fight choreography is so sick. Woo-wee! Boom! Oh man. Number 3, the Widow at the bar. Here's the thing, man. Like, so this is the first time we see Minerva get down, and they bring her in like a cold beast. Look at her speed, her accuracy, slicing and dicing. I love the way they have set her character up. I mean, they've made her powerful from the door. She had intrigue about her, and then we finally get to see her get down in episode 2 of season 1, and she's a cold beast. Number 2, Castor versus Gaius. I don't even know where to start. Like, this, to me, this was almost one of, obviously not number 1, it's my number 2, but this was perfect. Cinematically, it was amazing. The pacing was amazing. The speed is amazing. The choreography is amazing. Look at the two of them go at it. Look at the timing. Look at all of that. It's amazing. Look, it's I don't even know what to say about it, man. It's just so well choreographed. It is absolutely fabulous. And this went back and forth as number 1 on my list. I just love this fight scene. It is amazing. Number 1, man. Sonny versus the Bowlers. I call this the rain fight. Now, I want you guys to think about this. This is episode 1 of season 1, the second fight in the show, or the very first show of the whole series. And look how dynamic it is. Look how cinematic that is. Absolutely fantastic. Look at the speed of the swordplay. Look at the dynamics with the fight choreography. Oh my gosh, it's just fabulous. And honorable mention number 1, the Widow versus Childe. Here's why I have that as honorable mention number 1. I love the satisfaction of seeing Childe get a permanent doing away with here. That's right, getting the dome lopped off here. I thought the fight execution in this was good, but I love the permanency of this. I love the Widow finally getting what she's been searching for. Honorable mention number 2, Sonny versus MK. Here's what I like about this scene. I like this scene because it really does bring Sonny into conflict with MK, where MK essentially is gone. And MK is really trying to kill Sonny in this scene. So I like how they execute that. I like the intensity of the fight here. But I like the fact that even when MK is dark, Sonny is still able to give him some comp. Ultimately, We know that he loses this, but Sonny's still able to give him some calm. This is very well shot. So I don't know, man. I mean, what'd you think about it? Did you? It's hard, man. It's hard. All the fights in this show are so good. Incidentally, if you stumbled upon this and you have not seen Into the Badlands, then you need to get on Netflix and get your watch on, because you will be blown away. And join the petition, by the way, to save the show, because AMC was foolish for dropping the show, but we are trying to still get it picked up by another network. That said, I don't know, man. Listen, that was my top 20. It was hard enough doing that. You guys saw how long it took me to get the video to you. What did I leave off that you would have put on? I'll see you in the comments so that we can talk about it. I'm actually really interested to know what you think about what I have on my top 20 and how you would rank yours. Guys, don't forget, make sure that you check out the Versus section. It's something new that we started on the channel where we're taking our favorite characters from our favorite movies, favorite TV shows, and we are putting them against each other. So this week, on Thursday, this video will drop. We are doing John Wick against the Accountant, and we're asking who would win if we put those two together. The first one we did was Sonny against Assam from Warrior, and we talked about who would win that. And last week, we did Arya against Tilde, and we talked about who would win that. So I'm super excited about that series because it has a ton of potential. That said, you guys, you are super awesome. If you are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. And I will see you in the comments, and I will see you on the next video.